what it is, what it do. It's your girl Brittany, back better, another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is, I know what it is. We both know I post frequently. All right, y'all, say it with me collectively. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping. We doing a Dougie bow, our Dougie yow into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this video. Hey, y'all, so I wanted to get into some things baddie related. It's been a lot going on with the girls this week in particular. They had the premiere this week. And they did on one of these little T pages, y'all gonna see it. They did like least valuable baddie, most valuable baddie, and I just wanted to get into that. I wanted to give my thoughts, and I also wanted to give my thoughts on Summer and the Emmett Till situation. So, and her getting donkey of the day too. Okay, first of all, I want to talk about the premiere. So, at this point, because me and my best friend was talking about this the other day, the premiere needs to be filmed. Like, the premiere absolutely needs to be filmed, because at this point, that's the first fight of the season. Like, once we see that second episode, we then need to see the premiere, okay? It needs to be first episode, then the premiere, then give me the second episode. Because the way the girls run the hands in these dresses at these premieres is crazy. As y'all know, in last premiere, Ivory sat Dolly down in a chair, tearing her up in a prom dress. I said, girl, not in a prom dress, you handling business. Okay, cool. So, to me, I think that the premiere needs to start being filmed, because they had Ahna and Summer fight, security audit. It was giving ghetto. It was giving, okay, when I get out the bus, I'm going to see you. But Ahna won. I'm not going to lie to you. Ahna won. Ahna really, she was mad. I'm like, do you need that bad? Where is Big Legs? Where is Dolly being Summer security? Because I guess she said, I got it. I got it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to get her. And lost. I'm just trying to figure out, why they keep coming to the premiere on that. I think some more people was on that at the premiere. I heard E.T. came out to the premiere too, looking for that, trying to be on that and everything. But I did see Ahna and Summer fight at the premiere. Like I said, the premiere needs to be filmed ASAP. It needs to be filmed ASAP. All right, let's move on to Summer and the Emmett Till comment. Okay, first off, because somebody did say that in my comments, was like, why are we not talking about the Emmett Till comment? I didn't even hear her when she said that. Like, no shade. A lot of times when Summer talk, I get the zoning out, okay? On my mama. I get the zoning out. Y'all know I've been clocked Summer's tea. If y'all been here for a while, y'all know I'm not necessarily a big Summer fan, nor do I ever be like, what is Summer talking about? Like, y'all know Summer just be saying anything out her mouth, and then I come back and be like, I apologize. Like, mind y'all, shout out to the people who was on the live this day, but I went live, and I talked about her just saying the whole daddy thing with her child. Mind you, she was calling her son Zaddy, like, come here, Zaddy, come here, Zaddy. And I was on my live explaining why I just don't care for women like her. I just don't care for, like, what she's doing, because she was sexualizing a child. It's a way that, when people call their son daddy, they'll be like, oh, papa, dad, big man, fat man, come here, fat man. Or they'll, come here, papa. It's a way that you say it to know, like, okay, like, they don't mean no harm when they saying it. But Summer was implying, like, a sexual undertone when it came to her child. And stuff like that, I don't like, I don't play with. That's nasty. That's weird. Like, no, you over here. Come here, Zaddy. Girl, my son Zaddy, like, it's just certain things that you don't do. It's certain things that are off limits. And that's one of them for me, is the whole zaddy thing with the child. That was too much. So a little bit after that, or really a lot before that, I really stopped paying Summer any type of attention. And then too, when it came to Jazz, like, she was picking at Jazz early on in the season, trying to see how Jasmine was coming or whatever. And I really just ain't care for that. Like, when she fought Jasmine behind the chain and wasn't trying to get a chain back and all that, I thought a lot of that stuff was corny. So when she said the Emmett Till sentence, I really didn't hear her, y'all. Because like I said, a lot of times I don't be listening to her. At one point in time, by the end of Baddies, I was skipping through her confessionals. Because she say the same thing every time. And I've said in my reviews before how they'll stop the music and stuff. So overall, my point is, I don't really pay her no attention. I don't really be thinking about what's coming out of her mouth unless the scene is somewhat important. I didn't feel like her part in the scene was really important because I was more so focused on Dolly and Ivory. So I didn't even hear her say that. But she ended up getting Donkey of the Day, as she should. She's Donkey of the Year. Summer be doing too much. Summer be begging for attention, and she also came out and apologized. I don't know who is believing this apology, but Summer always is apologizing. Summer is always saying something out the side of her neck. Always. She always has something stupid to say. So I'm not surprised that it came out her mouth, and I'm happy that she is receiving backlash, and she just be sounding corny and dumb all the time. And she's grown, so she knew exactly what she was saying. She didn't think they was going to keep it in, probably. Or she thought that it was going to go over everybody's head. Or she was trying to get a moment. Y'all know her and Diamond is the same. But I will say Diamond don't say stuff like that from what I believe. Like, I don't feel as though I ever heard Diamond just say something that outrageous before. So I'm not surprised that this came out her mouth, and I don't feel as though y'all should be either, nor should y'all accept her apology. Next time it's going to be Rosa, okay, Parks, okay, Martin Luther King, okay? So I'm not surprised. I'm just not surprised. She not sorry. She said what she said. Summer is 28, probably 29. Summer knew exactly what she let come out her mouth. She just thought the fans was going to be like, oh my God, come on. Like, no. Because no. So the first thing I wanted to do was get into the most valuable baddies on Gone Wild. Like I told y'all before, this is such a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air. I'm already enjoying this show. I definitely agree with Bahati and Daisy Dukes. Very much. They were standing on business the whole time. They was doing their thing. Win, lose, or draw. It was heavy on win, lose, or draw. Especially Bahati. Bahati, yeah. I like her. I like Bahati. I like Daisy Dukes too. The way Daisy Dukes was beating up on Shay, the way she was trying to take Shay through there, Shay was in her face. Next thing you know, you blink, Shay was on the ground. I said, yes. Head out the window. Like, baby Daisy said, what you not going to do is yell in my face. I don't necessarily agree with Ming Lee being up here because she didn't do anything. Like, literally, she was introduced and that was that. But other than that, she did nothing. It wasn't like she gave me something to look forward to. It was just like, okay, she here. Oh, well. I definitely believe that she only got most valuable baddie because of Nikki. Like, I just don't feel as though she's proven anything to us. She's just on here because she's Nikki's sister and Natalie did a one-on-one scene with her, which I understand. Natalie loves clout, you know. As much as she want to say DTB is a clout chaser, she's a clout chaser as well. But I don't think Nikki's sister did anything to just be like, oh my God, like, yes, she deserves this. Like, she's only giving this because of her sister and the fact that probably, I think this is one of the T pages that Zeus is over too. So they gave her that just to be like, okay, Ming, like, yeah, see, they love you. Like, they voted you most valuable baddie. So yeah, let's move on. Now let's move on to least valuable, in my opinion. TT and Shay, I feel as though they got right. The gangster Barbie girl, no, I don't feel like she did like too much. I don't think she did too much. Even though she had hit her body. I don't feel like she just overdid it though. I don't feel like she overdid it. I think TT overdid it because the girl kicked you on accident and all of a sudden now you just won't get off the girl. Like, dang, you too thirsty. Like, calm down. And Shay buttermilk teeth. Shay just did too much because it wasn't it's not their fault that they were casted. Like, you about to go off on them because they was casted and they wasn't casted the same way you was casted, but all y'all here, like, no, it wasn't about to go your way. And they did show her at the audition. It did seem as though she had hands until Daisy got her ass. When Daisy grabbed her, Daisy said, hands my ass. Let me show, put belt to that ass. And Daisy took her through there. Again, head out of the window. Like, girl, tell everybody bye. But I will say Shay and TT, I feel as though they got right. Shay, absolutely, because she started off the bull. And TT, absolutely, because it was just like she was midway ending, did that. And then, too, one of y'all text me on Instagram, sending me a picture of the girl from New York who I said, like, she ate. One of y'all sent me her picture on Instagram, told something, you right. I'm like, excuse me? What are you talking about? I'm right. I know I'm right, but, like, I'm not finna follow the girl or anything like that. I really don't care. But I will say that New York girl with the braids and then the curls in the back, and her confessional look is so cute. Like, I love her confessional look with that ombre wig on and that brown. She ate that up. Like, that was a look right there. I don't know who that girl is with that yellow wig on, but you can tell her check has not cleared yet. You can absolutely tell. I'd have preferred her to do a slick back bun than that thick ass wig that she had on. Now let's go to most valuable baddie. Ahna was not valuable to me. You know, I see her being in the bottom, but definitely not number one. Definitely not number one. Not number one. I think Ivory should be number one because Ivory was putting belt to ass with Dolly. Like, BTA was in session that day. She was like, okay, we fought with the rings on. Fight me with the rings off. She was tearing Dolly. Not gonna lie to you. And Dolly is so fragile. Like, oh my gosh, she's so fragile, Lord Jesus. Give her some milk and some collagen today. Diamond, another one who I just didn't feel as though deserved to be MVP. She didn't do nothing. She just didn't do nothing. I don't feel as though she deserved to be MVP. But I know they got to give it to 3 people. Ivory, in my opinion, yes. Ivory, in my opinion, yes. Who I would replace them, like DTB and Ahna with, I don't necessarily know yet. Maybe, no, I won. I just don't feel like none of them really did what needed to be done this episode, except Ivory. I feel like Ivory was the really like only one giving us baddies, and the other girls was giving like acting and action. You know, we know that a lot of this stuff is overly produced. We know that, and that's what it came off to me. Like, with Natalie and them all in that first scene, it felt like a scene. It felt like a scene. Ahna never touched each other. Never hit each other. We then, you know, meet everybody with the intros and everything. Scotty come up in there giving us nothing but body. Giving us nothing. They talking about a change from last season and was sitting together at the reunion. Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about and why are we talking about it? Like, the chain on Capri. Natalie, do you know how many people called me? None. Nobody called you. Shut up. Stop lying. Stop lying. I feel like I said, I feel as though the episode really got good when Ivory and Dolly got to fight. When DTB called the big 3 up there, yes, they did their thing. And let me clock this too. Anna gonna sit up and tell me something. Y'all know who the original big three was. No, we know who the original big one was. Because it never gave the big three. It always gave the one. Now, I will say this. That the big three is still the same way. But I would say all three of them clock in and get their check. Biggie barely be wanting to do her job. Tasiki be going to sleep every 5 minutes. She come only in at the reunion. You, Anna, are the only one who will actually do your job with the season plus the reunion. I would say the difference between that three and y'all three is the fact that Summer do her job. Dolly, you got to put a little bit of pressure up on her ass. But she'll come in and do her job and give you looks. And, Lex, we don't really care for the personality, but she got the hands. Like, her hands, lethal. So, I feel as though this big three compared to Anna's big three is just not even in the same category, because the new big three really get active, do their job, don't mind progressing the story, don't mind being the villain or the hero. And with y'all, it was more just Tasiki gonna fall in, she gonna do her thing. But we gotta wait on her to do her thing. With Biggie don't never want to fall in, but got so much to say with them bucky teeth. Breath look hot. Breath is hot. Want to go in the audience, then tell people she ain't giving nobody clout, but thirsty to be back on the show when nobody wanted her in the show in the first place. And Anna, I think it took some time for Anna to finally be the Anna that y'all know and love, because I don't feel as though early on she was this opinionated. But two, I like the fact that they are allowing her to get touched, because she need to get touched. She do. She's finally falling in, but the person that she keep overly falling in with is Summer. She ain't gonna fall in with Legs or somebody that she know gonna really tap that ass, but she don't mind falling in with Summer. But they also said too, she probably got 3 or 4 episodes in her, then she end up leaving anyway. So honestly, no shade, they really kind of got rid of all the big three, or the old big three. They kind of really got rid of them, because Tasiki, they did not bring her back. Biggie, they had her on timeout, but they never brought her back. And Anna ended up leaving early. So it was bound to happen, just to go and get y'all out the way and have Lex, Summer, and Dolly make it their season and stand on business. And I believe I kind of somewhat addressed these three as I was addressing everything else throughout the video. But obviously, Summer, the whole Emmett Till situation, that's why she number one. Okay, immediately number one. Dolly, the graffiti, got beat up. Immediately, you're last. And Natalie, just for being there, having a hot breath, and trying to play like she was squaring up at the end. Like, yeah, you need to get beat up. Because what type of square up is that? But got so much to say and telling everybody they ugly and how they need to get in the field. They ducking phase. You might have think 50 bitches beat you up, but it was only one. I can't wait till this one tear your ass up. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. I love y'all. Bye.